Loki, Ultron, Thanos, Marvel's best written, most savage villains who amazed millions, billions of fans throughout the world. Especially with Thanos, we thought there won't be any villains that will come close, and that was until he arrived.
Crazy out here! I have never seen anything like this. The streets are filled with debris. There are bodies. We're just trying to take cover. Oh, did you see that? Where's Captain America? Oh, this is horrible. The attackers, they seem to be coming out of nowhere. We've had unconfirmed reports that the Punisher is missing in action. Jim, are you getting this? Is that the Hulk?
I don't give a fuck about no kid. I did my research about this guy and I'm telling you 100% everything on red. Dr. Doom will be the MCU's best villain. The lengths that he's willing to go to achieve his goals and his personality isn't like anything you've seen before. As much as it hurts me to say this, he will surpass Ultron and Thanos. In this video, I will show you what he will possibly be doing in the upcoming Avengers movie and the one that comes afterwards according to the new Avengers comic and the Secret Wars comic, in which in one of them, we will have Doom ripping off Thanos' spine. And in the end, you can decide on your own if I'm wrong or not. So to fully understand what's going on in these comics, you guys need to know two things. One, there are incursions happening, which is an event where two Earths from different universes collide, and when they do, both the universes and everything that lives in there gets destroyed, and two, the multiverse is dying. Why all of this is happening and what Doom's role in this is, I will get to it now. We start off in issue 6 of the new Avengers comic, and this comic is probably the one that they will get their ideas from for the Doomsday movie. The issue begins with a flashback of Mr. Fantastic and Black Swan talking about some kind of device that is capable of destroying a planet. We already started off hot. The reason why Mr. Fantastic of all people is talking about this is because the biggest superheroes of the world just decided that these incursions can't be stopped in a humane way, and the only way to prevent your own Earth and universe to get destroyed is by destroying the other one so they don't collide. But to be fair though, the heroes weren't always mass murderers. Their first idea was to stop incursions with the Infinity Gauntlet, and that didn't work out, and that's why they had to switch it up. The person Mr. Fantastic is talking to, Black Swan, is capable of predicting when the next incursions will happen, and according to her, the next one will only be minutes away. And out of all places where it could happen, it happens in Latveria, Dr. Doom's kingdom. Before going to Latveria though, the heroes aka the Illuminati show Black Swan their bomb for her to inspect it and tell them if they did it right, because, you know, she has experience with erasing worlds. Yeah man, the heroes are in a dark spot right now. Later we find out it's an antimatter bomb meant to destroy a world. She tells them it's good. The Illuminati start talking about how they don't want to but need to do this, and then boom, off they go to Latveria. They fly through the incursion wall, and when they do, they notice that the sky is blue, which is strange. Normally it's red. Black Swan on the other hand starts to panic and tells them that blue is much worse and that there's no time left because blue means map makers, which is an invading alien army from another world that devours anything on Earth and sucks the life out of it. Pause. The others didn't care though at first. Their main concern was Dr. Doom, obviously. They are in his kingdom. Meanwhile, Doom was fighting off these map makers, being truly insulted by the fact that they dared to attack Dr. Doom in his own home. And just by looking at his eyes, you can see how pissed this guy was before launching these map makers all over the kingdom.
The very worst of men know better. Gods know better. Who is behind such fault?
This man starts off hot from the jump. He has a superiority complex and he's extremely powerful, already showing potential. After that, the Illuminati blow up the other Earth and anti-incursion, but before the issue ends, we see Dr. Doom receiving a piece of the other world, and for those who know, this starts the greatest supervillain run in the whole series. Now, from now on, we're done with this bitch-ass Illuminati and the others. We're just focusing on what Doom does, because throughout the issues, he was more like a background character turned into the most important character, while the others, more or less, just wasted time. For those of you who want to know everything, I recommend watching this video. Issue 24. We're now back in Latveria with Doom and Namor having dinner at Castle Doom. By this point, Namor created the Cabal, a world executioner group consisting of Thanos, his two servants, Black Swan, Maximus, Terrax, and Namor himself. This is the rest of the cast, with the only important ones for this story being Doom and Doctor Strange. Namor tells Dr. Doom that the Cabal he once created are unmanageable and cruel psychotic killers that enjoy killing worlds, which, to be honest, he's right. They intentionally take their sweet time killing heroes, they make people beg before they die, they make skulls kiss.
Is this nigga serious?
Just launch the fucking bomb! Namor obviously doesn't like that, so he asks Dr. Doom for help. Anyone with superhuman strength and durability, energy absorption and redirection, time travel and mind transference and sorcerer skills even above Doctor Strange would help him. I mean, it's not like it would be hard for him to do so with powers like these. But not Dr. Doom. No. Now I don't know how Doom sounds like, but I guess he would sound kinda like this.
You could have come to me first. You should have come to me first, but you did not. I can forgive your initial dalliance with Richards and the others. Their nature is not conducive to suck practically, but after that, you chose to throw in with your subhuman lot. Now you regret it, and you drag the stinking carcass of your failure to my door.
Victor, please, everything was dead, all fall on what we face.
Man, shut your bitch ass up. Did I tell you to bring a dumbass group, you fucking loser? You should have known better. Doom is no man's second choice.
This man tolerates billions and trillions of people to be killed slowly just because he wasn't asked first. That's one of the funniest reasons I could have come up with. Obviously, I would hate him for that, but bro, this is Dr. Doom. He's a villain. That's how they should be. Not this wishy-washy, sorry-ass wannabe villains. Doom then tells Namor that he has to do something on some unemployed, and you're not, you unemployed-ass bum. He then leaves to go to his laboratory. What's also important to note here is that thanks to Namor, Doom now knows that the multiverse and therefore everything is dying, which means that Doom now has to log in. And oh boy, did he come up with something, because while all the other groups were fucking around thinking they were doing something meaningful, Doom actually changed things. He walks into his laboratory and gets approached by Thinker, who tells him that they know what this little piece that they found is. He explains to Doom that this is a trans-universal signal engineered to mark worlds amidst the multiverse. He also shows them that he mapped their entire network, which made Doom ready to pull up on them and reverse jump them for what they did before. And all of this with the help of Molecule Man. For context, Molecule Man and Dr. Doom know each other, and Molecule Man's power is the ability to manipulate, rearrange and control the molecular and atomic structure of all matter and energy across the entire multiverse. In other words, he can create anything he wants, with the only thing holding him back being his mental state and confidence. He helps Doom because he's kinda like a manager or a mentor for him. We then cut back to a flashback of Doom talking to Valeria, Mr. Fantastic's super hyper intelligent daughter that was born this way because her dad and mom both had cosmic radiation, and both of them combined, they create something even more powerful. Now you might ask yourself, why is Valeria talking to Doom, her father's sworn enemy? She needs a whooping for this. Well, the answer is pretty easy. Doom helped at the birth of Valeria and he named her. This is why she's talking to him. Anyways, she tells him what she knows and that there is no way to win, only a way to not lose. Then we cut back to the laboratory. Doom tells them to open the chamber so he can go in and talk with Molecule Man. He asks him if he dreamt, and Molecule Man tells him yes, always the same, time and time and time and time again, already hinting that there is something more about his incursions that we know about. He tells Doom, we have to stop it. Can it be stopped? Can you stop it? Can you save us? Again, hinting that there is more than we know. Doom tells him that he can help, of course, and he demands Molecule Man to stop thinking about the end and rather about the beginning so Doom can get the full picture. Now, do you guys remember Black Swan, the lady at the beginning? She serves Raboom Alal and she is part of his religion, the Black Swans. She's ordered to destroy Earth during incursions as offerings to Raboom Alal to delay the death of the multiverse. The reason why the Black Swans are so unique is because they can travel the multiverse, so that makes the whole Earth killing thing a whole lot easier. Now, I want you to hold that thought. Issue 31. We see Doctor Strange camping outside the door. This is the door of the Library of Worlds, and Doctor Strange and the Black Priests want to go in there. They attack the guards, they get in there, and they start walking around until they get into this room where they see this Black Swan. Doctor Strange tries to talk, but turns out he can't because this room is a vacuum. In other words, he's fucked! Not being able to talk as a sorcerer is basically the death penalty. There is nothing you can do really. The Black Swans attack him and he fights back, but eventually he falls, and then the Black Swans take him to see Raboom Alal. They take him to this room where Doctor Strange waits until Raboom Alal tells him to enter. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the most interesting part. For the first time ever, we see the man behind all this destruction, all this death, all these atrocities, and it's none other than Dr. Doom. And I ain't gonna lie, he got that shit on though. He tells Doctor Strange that he has plans and that all the pieces are coming together. The Beyonders are behind everything and they have to kill them to save the multiverse, and Doctor Strange is invited to join Doom's cause. Now you might be asking yourself, what are these Beyonders and how are they behind everything, and what is Dr. Doom talking about, and how can he be Raboom Alal, and why was he shocked when he was attacked? Like, what the fuck's happening, man? I will explain it all one at a time. Let's start with the Beyonders. Issue 32. I told you that the other groups were doing nothing, but the multiversal Avengers, on the other hand, yes, that's their name, weren't like that. They actually had a pretty good idea. Find the people who are responsible for this. Now, the special thing about the multiversal Avengers are they are fucking busted. They have this name for a reason. All of them are powerful. Not one weak person like Hawkeye inside. In order to find the Beyonders, they had this map maker who could lead them straight to them. Abyss was able to read the map and locate where the Beyonders are. Now they had to open up a portal. One of Adam's powers is interdimensional travel through portals, so he was the only one capable to do so, but at the cost of his life. He agreed to do so, and after a long painful process, he managed to do it. Now only 5 Avengers are left. Then the portal opens up and the Beyonders try to aura farm, talking to the Avengers saying, "We are beyond. Dreamers, destroyers, all of reality on our way. Who stands before us?" And after a while, they come out. Yeah, they look trash, not gonna lie. They look like these cheap plastic toys you threw away as a kid because they bought you too fast. They over here talking about some, "For we are beyond. Beyond understanding. Beyond acquiescence. Beyond justice. We are beyond you." Whoa, just let me cut it right there. The guy saying that looks like the Terminator, and his snake had a one-nighter, and the Terminator forgot to pull out, and he's trying to tell me he's beyond me? Man, shut your bitch ass up. You ain't beyond anyone. They eventually attacked the Avengers, and 3 of them had to give their life force away to kill off these bitch-ass Beyonders. At the end, only Hyperion and Thor were standing, and they thought it was over until more of them pulled up. Then they charged at them knowing they're getting killed, and yeah, the issue's over. Now that you know what the Beyonders are and what they do, let's get to Dr. Doom and why all of this is happening. Issue 33. Remember Doom telling Molecule Man to think about the beginning? Well, he did. He takes Doom with him to the start of everything. The place where Molecule Man became Molecule Man. Also, did you notice how calm this Molecule Man is? Doom noticed that too, by the way. That's because he returned here whole again. Let me explain. We see Owen Reese working on something that will later make him the Molecule Man. What's important though is that this is a whole nother universe, but still the same origin story. Molecule Man tells him that he's not a man, at least not the way people understand being human. He shows them by talking to the other variant. They both finish their sentences and they both have the same memories, and when Molecule Man kills his variant, that particular memory they were talking about is erased. Why? This variant of Molecule Man is not a variant, it's a part of Molecule Man. This is why he is mentally stable now, because at this exact moment, he's one with his parts. But how is that possible? He will explain it later, but first, he tells Doom he has to kill off his variants and that the Beyonders are his enemies. He brings him to the Library of Worlds, where he explains that in this place, he can observe the multiverse and he cannot be observed by anyone in here. He also tells him that Doom has to stop the Beyonders because their plan is the simultaneous death of everything in the multiverse, and Molecule Man is their bomb. Now he explains why he has parts and not variants. Molecule Man says he was constructed as a singular being shared across the multiverse so that when the bomb, aka his body, goes off, they go off at the same time. Because Molecule Man is so powerful, his explosion would mean wiping out his own universe with him. And with every Molecule Man exploding, the multiverse would get wiped out. But wouldn't Doom help the Beyonders if he kills Molecule Man? I mean, that's their plan. Well, no. These arrogant, cheap Transformers toys looking as Beyonders really want to see what happens when all Molecule Men go off at once. Doom would just disturb them if he killed some of them too early, and that's the plan. There is one cost though, and it's the incursions. Due to Doom killing off one universe, the 2 neighboring ones would just slip into the empty place and then collide. But it doesn't look like Doom cares though. He has 25 years to kill billions of Molecule Men, and because that's not enough time, he needs to start a religion with people who help him. This is where the Black Swans come in. So to quickly summarize, the Beyonders created Molecule Man as a universe-killing bomb. Molecule Man found it out and told Doom to kill his parts and defy the Beyonders. Doom said yes and started traveling from universe to universe to hunt down Molecule Man. He started a religion and he caused the incursion of Earth, which means that his skill count is in the upper trillions, quadrillions, quintazillions. Bro, his number for his skill count isn't even invented. This shit is crazy. Thanos killed off half of the universe. Doom killed off multiple ones. He genuinely showed us that there are levels to this shit. He explained all of this to Doctor Strange, naming it Hunter Hunted. But now at this point, Doom said, fuck this game. He doesn't want to play this anymore. What he now wants is to kill the Beyonders, the maintainer of the multiverse. And his plan was to launch a whole lot of Molecule Men at them. So he traveled to the Mapmaker world and he and Strange opened up the portal. These bitch-ass Beyonders tried to aura farm again, saying, "We are beyond, dreamers, destroyers, blah 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 blah. Who dares to stand before us?" With Doom saying,
I, Doom.
"Okay, and what is this Doom? Some poetry man playing something more than he is?"
Fools! I am Doom the Destroyer. I have broken worlds to taunt you. I have shattered universes to mock you. You right there, I cracked your sister, bitch! She doesn't call me Doom for no reason, the way I bring Doom into her world when I lay this pipe on her. I have taken what is yours and made it mine. Face me at your own peril, if you dare face me at all.
Doom. For the short life left of everything, man and woman will weep at the stories of what was done to you here this day.
And I say, no one will ever hear the word Beyonder again. For I will erase your name from history. You dare to test us. You dare to toy with us. I dare to throw back in your face. Damn your cost. Damn the cost. You will certainly die in this. No. Strange! What the fuck is happening here?
And then the issue ends. The new Avengers comic is over now. The Secret Wars comic starts now and it begins right where we ended. A page later we get to know the multiverse is dying and only two Earths remain at collide. Earth 616, also known as the Marvel Universe, and Earth 1610, also known as the Ultimate Universe. Now this is the cast. Pay close attention to the Cabal and the Earth 616 heroes. The only key things happening in this issue are the Cabal, Ultimate Spider-Man, and some of 616 heroes survive by using a life raft, the Earths collide, and that Cyclops turns into the Phoenix. The first issue ends with the multiverse dying and the life raft being stranded on the strange desert. In the second issue, we start off with an army of Thors who bow down to Dr. Doom because they believe that he is their god. We already started off hot. One Thor is impressive, but having multiple ones is crazy. And with that, we already got some hints on what Dr. Doom has done since launching that bomb of molecule. A couple of pages later, we got a confirmation that Dr. Doom is the emperor of this world, where one of his barons had to show up to court where Doom is the law. He's got Doomsday, Dr. Strange is his right-hand man, bad bitch Susan, I'm sure stealing Richard's family is the first thing he did, and a whole new fit! Look at the shiny armor! Bro became emperor and decided to update his locker. Now many of y'all might be asking how all of this happened. The reason for this is Dr. Doom. When he launched these bombs and destroyed the Beyonders, he also accidentally destroyed the multiverse, and by trying to survive, he, Molecule Man, and Dr. Strange stole the Beyonders' power. With this power, they could create a whole new universe, and because this was too much for Dr. Strange, Doom did it. Now they name him God Emperor Doom, and he rules over the only universe there is, which is the one that he created. This is by far the greatest feat I have seen with my own two eyes, and if this gets adapted in the MCU, this will be the greatest thing a villain has ever done. And now to showcase to y'all how powerful Doom became, I will go over the strongest foes Doom had to face in the Secret Wars comics. Issue 4. The Cabal got off the life rafts and started fighting Doom's Thor army. A couple of minutes later, the heroes got off the life raft and started fighting the Cabal, and all of this was happening in Doom's world. He sees this and eventually pulls out directly streaming at Reed Richards. He hates this guy. There were 20 people in front of him. The first thing he mentions is Richards, 50 Cent type of hating. The heroes and villains of the previous world try to roast him about the world he's created until he eventually snaps and blows them all up. He then gets hit from the side. It's none other than Phoenix Cyclops. His powers are the total manifestation of the Phoenix Force cosmic energy, granting him near limitless telepathic and telekinetic abilities, multiversal scale energy manipulation, and the power of rebirth. In a regular universe, he doesn't die, bro. At the beginning, it really looks like Cyclops is winning, and he also started trash talking too. In the end, you're just like every other man, for a time playing at something greater than what you are. And I am mutant, more than man. I am the future, he in the present, and all worlds, even yours, belong to us. This planet is ours. This planet is mine.
What you say, boy? The future? That future you speak of is a dream, boy. And the dream is over.
To save the rest, Doctor Strange teleported the other heroes and villains away, which got him killed too. So to summarize, all that talk that I gave about Phoenix is unkillable and rebirth and infinite energy, blah blah blah. Yeah, Doom didn't care about that. He one-shotted him. And Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme, he didn't even try to fight Doom. He just accepted his fate. The next one he fought was Thanos. Now everyone knows about this one, but I put some context. Doom's world is at war. People are turning on him. The Prophet has a massive uprising, and it turns out it was a member of the Cabal who tried to throw over Doom's kingdom. The heroes found out he needs Molecule Man as his battery. The situation's fucked. So while this war is going on, he decides to join in. Shortly after, this dumbass Thanos jumps in front of Doom and challenges him to a 1v1. You forget I was a god once as well. The Infinity Gauntlet gave me that power. When I was a god, I did not use this power as a mortal would, as you have, saving what you can. No, I wielded them as a god should, in judgment of all living things. You are a weak god, a pretender. It is you who should bow before me.
And do you have an Infinity Gauntlet now?
I do not. Yet I remain Thanos, the great tyrant, and for you, that will be enough. Yeah, fuck no. And again, Doom cuts someone mid-sentence and decides to completely embarrass them, showing them that there are genuinely levels to this. He made Thanos look like a street-level thug! Immediately after that, Black Panther comes in wearing the Infinity Gauntlet he found in a dead Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum. Dr. Doom just can't catch a break! In issue 9, which is the last issue, he and Black Panther fight and Doom actually beats Black Panther's ass! Badly! He parries the punch from the Infinity Gauntlet, he shatters Black Panther's mask, and bro, he does that in seconds! We also what this gauntlet can do, and Doom made it look like a toy! The twist though is Black Panther was only biding time so the others could go to Molecule Man. So, Doom teleports away. In Molecule Man's chamber, he finds Reed Richards, of course, and he wants to kill him. He couldn't though because Molecule Man took away his Beyonders powers so they could fight fairly. They have all this talk about who could have done a better job, and after Doom admits Reed would have done better, and just before Doom could kill him, Molecule Man transfers his powers to Reed, who ended up recreating the multiverse and gave everyone their life back. He also gave Doom a new face. Even when Doom loses, he wins. Now, Doom's generation run is over with the happy ending for everyone. Truly a goated villain. Thanks for watching. Bye.